DETV News is powered by DART, Delaware's transit service. Moving forward.
Live proudly, boldly, and with peace of mind by advocating for your health with an early cancer screening. The LGBTQIA+ community is at higher risk of cancer, but screenings can detect cancer early when it's most treatable, giving you the power to live exactly as you are. Talk to your healthcare provider today. If you don't have insurance, talk to a nurse navigator to see if you qualify for free screenings.
Parts of Delaware are in a drought with record low precipitation levels, and things are just going from bad to worse for this Delaware native and country superstar, the latest as the drama unfolds. Those stories and much more straight ahead on this edition of DETV News. Hello and welcome to DETV News. I'm Matt Ford. Thanks so much for joining us. We begin with new developments emerging in the investigation of an alleged violent gang, leading to the filing of additional charges against several people. The North Pack investigation, which commenced about 2 years ago, has already seen 9 defendants plead guilty, while 2 others have been convicted on murder and other charges. The latest update involves 20-year-old Jashawn Edwards, who now faces charges of attempted murder and possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony. These new charges are related to a shooting incident that took place back in September of 2020. Edwards already is facing multiple charges of murder, conspiracy, illegal gang participation, and other offenses. Earlier this year, prosecutors achieved 40 convictions against North Pack defendants Elijah Cofield and Greg Wing, while 9 other defendants pleaded guilty to various offenses. Wilmington Police Chief expressed hope that the new and upgraded charges against Edwards would provide some comfort to the community and serve as a strong message that those responsible for gun violence in the area will face consequences. In other news, a multi-week investigation into the sale of crystal meth, leading to 4 individuals being apprehended by authorities. Newcastle County Police conducted a SWAT operation at 2 residences located in West Minquadale that resulted in arrest. During the execution of search warrants at houses situated on Stanton and Fraser Avenues, law enforcement officials found over 200 grams of crystal meth, 3 firearms, and other drug paraphernalia. 62-year-old Donald Nave, 21-year-old Michael Bailey, 44-year-old Serena Ringel, and 21-year-old Janelle Harrison, all of Newcastle, face multiple felonies and a slew of other charges. Police are asking for your help in finding the bandit that held up a bank. Newcastle County Police have released surveillance photos of a suspect in Friday afternoon's holdup at WSFS Bank at Airport Plaza on Route 13. The suspect handed a threatening note to the teller and ran away. Thankfully, no injuries were reported. Anyone with information is asked to contact Newcastle City Police at 302-221-4541 or call Delaware Crime Stoppers at 800-TIP. 3333. Newcastle County Police are investigating a stabbing that occurred Monday afternoon in the Sparrow Run Townhouse community off of Route 40 in Bear. Officers responded to Heron Court around 1 o'clock in the afternoon and found a 14-year-old boy with a stab wound in the stomach. The teen was taken to Christiana Hospital for treatment. Police set up a perimeter in the area, including an adjacent neighborhood off of Wellington Drive. The area was also searched using a canine unit, but there's no word if the suspect was arrested. In a developing story we've been following, state police have caught 27-year-old Alan Alcantara, a resident of Bridgeville, Delaware, in connection with the murder of 52-year-old Troy Schofield. The incident unfolded on June 9th when officers from the Bridgeville Police Department responded to a report of a missing person. Upon arrival, they discovered signs of a violent altercation within the home, but both men could not be located. Then, on June 11th, when investigators located Alcantara's blue Honda Civic, they found Troy Schofield's dead body in the trunk. Then yesterday, June 13th, police found Alcantara hiding in a shed, and he was taken into custody where he was charged with first-degree murder and a bail set at $1 million cash. The investigation is, of course, ongoing, and authorities urge anyone with information to contact Delaware Crime Stoppers at the number on your screen. We also want to let you know that if you or someone you know has been a victim or witness to a crime or has experienced the loss of a loved one due to an untimely death, the Delaware State Police Victim Services Unit is available 24/7 to provide support and resources. You can reach them through their toll-free hotline at 1-800-VICTIM-1. And the west side of Wilmington continues to expand with new businesses. DETV's Kaylin Pride was there for yet another grand opening, this time on Union Street. Take a look.
That's what's important, to make sure that there's representation on the west side.
As the city's west side continues to expand, so does its small businesses. Exquisite Beauty Salon is the most recent small business to officially open on Union Street.
I grew up on West Side. I spent most of my teenage years over here. There is some luxury salons out here, but I wanted to bring my own type of luxury to my clients and also promote more so education about hair care with my clients.
West Side Grows Together, in partnership with Cornerstone West CDC, is an organization that helps promote and support local small businesses in their district.
I noticed that there was a new business, so anytime there's a new business, I always come to introduce myself. I met Sabrina, and I saw her work and her representation again throughout the Black community, and so I was just like, this is, you need to be known throughout it. And
Jackie came in and she was amazing. She was very helpful. She helped me with so many things, and she was just like educate me on different things that I could do, what's available to me, all the resources and everything. So she helped me out a lot.
To see more of Exquisite Beauty Salon, visit them on their social media pages. To learn more about how Westside Grows Together helps small businesses, visit westsidegrows.org.
I work with all of the small businesses on the west side, and so my main goal is to always make sure that people know that businesses are right here, and of course there's always a community that always comes with the west side.
For DETV News, I'm Kaylin Pride.
Turning to weather now, while many other states may have it worse, Delaware is not immune to the global water crisis. Whether it be for agriculture, backyard gardening, or their own well-being and that of their pets, Delawareans simply need more rain. And Monday's thunderstorms aside, there hasn't been much of it recently. Most of Delaware has received less participation than normal as of late. Before Monday's rainfall, Wilmington received just 0.05 inches of participation over a 30-day span. That's the lowest amount during this time of the year since the National Weather Service began tracking the data back in 1948. So, should Delaware expect any rain soon? Well, the latest National Weather Service forecast calls for a chance of showers and thunderstorms this weekend. Otherwise, it's expected to be mostly sunny this week with temperatures in the low 80s. Now, with a lack of rain, water conservation can be critical, which is why the University of Delaware's College of Agriculture and Natural Resources has several recommendations for Delawareans who like to garden or landscape. There are multiple tips for conserving water, including selecting drought-tolerant plants, trapping localized stormwater on site with rain barrels and rain gardens, allowing established lawn areas to go dormant during dry periods, and if hand watering, make sure you do so slowly. It's been almost 2 years since Congress passed the Juneteenth National Day of Independence Act and the president signing it into law, making it a national holiday. Here in the first state, there are many ways that you can commemorate this holiday. The Juneteenth Freedom Festival and Parade starts 10 a.m. this Saturday, June 17th. That's at Tubman Garrett Park. The parade will bring to life the city with local dance groups, drum corps, floats, and elected officials also participating. Next, the Delaware Art Museum is hosting Beyond Juneteenth Ancestors Festival, Afro Symposium and Expo. That's going to be this Sunday, June 18th, from 11 to 4. This year's festival is focused on the education, healing, protection, and adaptation of the human spirit. And next, Cornerstone Fellowship Baptist Church in Wilmington will have a Juneteenth observance on Monday, June 19th at 5 p.m. And another celebration this month. We may be in the middle of Pride Month, but there are still plenty of events to come around our state. This Thursday, June 15th, join the Our Night Out Wilmington group at Constitution Yards on the riverfront for a fun night of drinks, games, and just a great time. Our Night Out meets throughout Wilmington every third Thursday of the month. You can check out their Facebook page for more details. And lots is happening on Saturday, June 17th, starting with Miss Troy's Drag Brunch at the Queen. That's at noon. Later that day, head on over to Pride in the Park at Tilton Park. That runs from 1 to 5 p.m. Then Saturday evening, Crimson Moon is hosting Saturday Pride Edition. That's going to kick off at 10 p.m. To health news now. The LGBTQIA+ community is at a higher risk for cancer, but screenings can be life-saving by helping to detect cancer at an early stage. Many cancers don't have symptoms, so getting screened increases your odds of finding and treating cancer before it threatens your life. If you don't have insurance, or if your insurance doesn't pay for cancer screenings, Screenings for Life can provide you with the screenings you need. And nurse navigators make the process easier by helping you get screened and by providing follow-up help when you get your results. You're urged to talk to your healthcare provider today. If you don't have insurance, talk to a nurse navigator to see if you qualify for free screenings. To learn more, visit healthydelaware.org/LGBTcancer. Live proudly with peace of mind by advocating for your health with an early cancer screening. Over the past month, we've been highlighting a series focusing on parking and towing here in Wilmington. This week, parking advocate Ken Grant compares Wilmington to 6 other cities in the country to see which place boots and tows the most vehicles per capita. Take a look.
We're talking about towing and booting cars.
Towing and booting cars?
Towing and booting cars.
Tell me more.
So what you have here is a variety of cities across the United States. So what we have is a variety of cities, okay, in alphabetical order. Okay. Each of the cities boot and tow vehicles every year. As a percentage of the population, I want to try to match the right percentage with the right city. So for example, if you had a city with 100,000 people in the population and they boot and tow 3,000 vehicles, that'll be about 3% each year of the population. And I'll give you the first one, that 0.1%, that's Lynchburg, Virginia.
That's the only one I was going to say.
That there.
Score.
Okay. And so now the rest of the numbers just keep getting higher and higher.
I see that. I'm going to guess.
Yeah.
Evanston.
Okay. And then 2%.
Okay. Newark.
Okay. 3.3%.
Santa Barbara.
Okay.
Washington, 3.9%. Chicago.
But the next one up is 1.2%. Who do you think, which city do you think boots and tows 1.2% of their population? And the numbers keep going up from here.
Newark? I think it's Newark. Or Evanston?
I don't know. It's like college town.
And we're talking about just booting and towing, not ticketing.
I would say Evanston, maybe?
Yeah.
I don't know where Evanston, Illinois is, so we're going with that.
It's a suburb of Chicago. So.
Okay, we'll go with that.
You want to say Evanston?
Sure.
Okay.
I'm going to say Washington, D.C. is high as well. California, we're real cool in California. My family's from the West Coast, and I don't know, I kind of think it's low over there. I've never heard of Evanston, Illinois.
It's a suburb of Chicago, if that helps.
I think that Chicago might be high.
1.2%, I might go with Illinois, Wilmington, Delaware.
All right. Okay. How about 2.0%?
2%. Santa Barbara, California. I know it's a very animated city, but I know people tend to be really nice there. So I might give them 2%.
All right. Which one does 1.2% of their
Is that the
population?
next highest?
That is the next highest. We're gonna go in order here. So we're gonna climb the ladder.
That's gonna be Evanston, Illinois.
Evanston, Illinois at 1.2%. How about 2%? 2.0%.
I feel like this is like a trick question. Like Newark's gonna have like the most. It's gonna be like 100%. But so I'm on small town. Lynchburg small, Evanston small.
Now again, it's percentage
I'm
of population.
Guessing, right? Percent of population, but
this is all
maybe
per
they're
capita. So
yeah, they're very like friendly, right? I'm not gonna tell you.
Santa Barbara.
Wow. You want to go Santa? Let's go Santa Barbara. Okay.
Santa Barbara at 2%.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Do you think Chicago or Washington has to be the highest?
Yeah. Let's do Chicago 8.9. Then the next highest, maybe Washington.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Chicago is actually only 3.3%.
That's one of my choices?
Yeah, that was.
Okay.
Okay.
Evanston?
Evanston, 3.9%.
So far, I'm batting 0. Okay.
We know you got Lynchburg there.
We know that one.
Newark, Delaware, only 1.2%.
Whoops. Okay.
All right. Santa Barbara, California is 2%. You did get Washington, D.C. right. That's 4.8%.
That means Wilmington's the highest?
Wilmington does.
Get out of town. Listen, people, we got to fix that.
I know.
Oh my God, 8.9%, and it leaves Wilmington.
Chicago, 3.3%.
What? Is Wilmington 8.9?
Wilmington, Delaware is 8.9%.
Chicago, maybe? Yeah. I feel like DC is high too.
4.8?
Yeah. Well, DC.
8.9%?
We're gonna go with Wilmington.
All the boots that I see every time
I
walk down the street, yeah.
Wilmington is 8.9?
So why does Wilmington tow and boot more vehicles per capita than so many other cities, arguably more than any other city in the United States? A, Wilmington residents don't know how to park, refuse to pay their tickets, so there needs to be 500 boots and tows per month, which is what it is on average.
Hey.
People from all over the Mid-Atlantic come to Wilmington to abandon their vehicles here, or the city of Wilmington set up a contract with a tow company where they only get money by keeping as many vehicles as they can. So get a little car stamp here and stamp next to whichever one you think it is. There we go. All right.
All about money.
All right, I'm going to talk through my thing. Again, this seems a little far-fetched to me, right?
I honestly think it's A.
But the needs to be is what throws me off, right? But if there is a quota, which the worst thing you want to hear about, like law enforcement quota. So I'm going to go, and then keeping many vehicles. So
the way the contract works, the contract.
He's convincing me of C right now.
The tow contractor bid that they would charge $0 for the tow, $0 for storage. But if they keep the car for 60 days, they get to keep the car.
Ooh. Okay.
So that's the incentive.
Sounds like I need to have a tow company.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So what do you want me to do? A? Say yeah. Okay, gotcha. All right.
And
so this is an opinion, but so is there a right answer there or no?
Arguably.
So this is a fact.
That is a fact.
Is this a fact?
That's what I've heard claimed.
Okay, so debatable, totally debatable, right? This is somewhere you got, the deal. Okay, so I should open a tow company and keep cars. Get a license and tow cars and a zero, but you charge zero, so they're doing it in the hopes that they own the car when it's over with.
500 boots and tows per month, geez.
So
probably C. Probably C, because literally right next to my apartment they put up a sign for a towing company saying they'll tow us if we park there.
So this is
I'm going C.
Yeah, stamp me a C.
right?
Safe.
Safe. As you can see, Wilmington boots and tows more vehicles per capita per year than any other city we could find. In fact, it's interesting, if you were to go into the city-county building and take a look at the first floor, you would see that the whole thing has basically become a processing center for tow release forms. Again, hundreds of people, probably each week, having to go through this process of trying to get their vehicles back after being towed. And the big question, like Carrie's, is why?
For detailed information on Ken's efforts and for his latest videos, head to appealingwilmington.com. And country singer and Delaware native Jimmy Allen has been dropped by his record label this week after a second woman has accused him of sexual assault. BBR Music Group said in a statement that the label has, quote, dissolved its relationship with Jimmy Allen. He is no longer an active artist on our roster, end quote. The second woman, who identified herself as Jane Doe No. 2, filed a federal lawsuit last week. The lawsuit claims that while in Allen's hotel room, Allen allegedly sexually assaulted her and passed out. When the woman was leaving his hotel room, she allegedly found Allen's cell phone in the closet facing the bed, leading her to believe that he had been videotaping the entire event. The woman was reportedly not able to wake Allen up and force him to delete the video. The woman then reportedly took the cell phone to police and filed a police report. Another woman, identified as Allen's former manager, said in a lawsuit filed last month that Allen raped and sexually abused her. Allen, however, claimed the relationship was consensual. Allen was nominated for Best New Artist Grammy in 2022 after releasing his second studio album, Betty James Gold Edition. In 2021, he became the second Black musician to win the Best New Artist CMA Award. Allen also competed on Dancing with the Stars in 2021 and appeared as a mentor on American Idol. And before we go, over the weekend, many attended the HBCU Week Gala at Wilmington's Hotel DuPont. Dressed to the Nines, the 4th annual awards is a fundraiser that elevates the organization's mission of providing scholarships for students enrolling in historically Black colleges and universities. DETV's own Ivan Thomas and Kaylin Pride were on the red carpet once again and spoke with many of the honored guests.
But I feel like it's my responsibility. You know, when you have a calling and God presses on your heart to move with something, it's your responsibility to do it. Right. So the fact that we've raised that money, it's really incredible. And I love that we're able to impact so many students, but there's so much more work to do.
And that's going to do it for today's edition of DETV News. Be sure to like and follow us across your favorite social media platforms and check out our website. That's DETVCH.com. With tonight's news, I'm Matt Ford. I'll see you again tomorrow.